love to live. I would love to be functionally immortal, meaning that if I lived my daily life, nothing's going to kill me.
So you're a true blood vampire. I always had you more like of a Twilight.
I never watched. I got to be honest. I never watched it. I do have to confess to watching Twilight because my wife made me do it.
I watched Twilight. So many the women in my life were fascinated with that Twilight series, right?
I know.
I thought Edward Cullen is such an emo. I was so emo. Well, he was so emotionally. He was so wrong to Bella. That's why she cheated on him in real life, y'all. Ooh, too soon. Too soon.
I have no idea what's going on there. I don't understand any of those references at all. Yeah, I vaguely remember that movie. But yeah, like I totally would be. I would totally be eternal, right?
You strike me as a blade vampire, like you would want to be walking
a blade vampire
into techno places. Fighting kung fu.
I like. Okay, so where are the most interesting people? They're not like. They're not usually in easy to find places, right? Characters. I mean, like.
First of all, I've been your wingman in some of those not easy to find places.
Dude,
First of all, I've came out several times needing a bleach bath or a tetanus shot, and was actually looking for vampires while I was unlocking the car for us to leave. Right, so yeah, so I've been to those places with you.
That wasn't all me. That a lot of that was someone else.
It was
both of you. 9 times out of 10, I was the one who was getting us out of this situation, not into this situation.
Possibly.
If I remember correctly. One exception to that rule.
One exception. Anyways.
And you weren't even there for that.
Huh?
And you weren't even there for that.
No, but I've been in enough dumps with you, man. I've been in enough dumps with you.
Those were mostly your fault.
What? The dust ups that happened?
No, not the dust ups, but the places that we ended up were mostly your fault.
I was curious. I want to see what was going on there.
I came along, didn't I?
And I go in there and I see.
I like interesting places.
If I see a nerd acting out in a nightclub, I'm gonna be like, yeah, what? Yeah, why are you wearing mascara? That's a fair question, y'all. That's a fair question, fam. All right. If you go into a nightclub,
the whole thing started,
and there's a dude in there, paler than Jay's top of his head, wearing mascara. I didn't think I was it was a thing, right? All right. But evidently, Ugar took it personal.
Yeah, I don't know.
And we hugged it out.
All I remember is
and we hugged it out.
I remember ashtrays flying in my head at one point. That's a very
and that's you know what? Before we get back to Toth and the Emerald, that's what's wrong with our generations. When I was growing up, you weren't a man unless someone threw an ashtray at you in a bar before. You weren't a man, all right?
At least once.
If you ever had an ashtray thrown at your head in a bar, you weren't considered a man when I was coming. That's a rite of passage, fam. Right? Now everybody just vapes. Anyways. There is an inappropriate joke in there that I will let that go that has to do with Terminators and people that like to vape. Anyway, so here we go. Again, Jay took us off topic with some nonsense. So look, back to the thing.
Uncle JC stories.
Uncle JC stories.
So yeah, I would totally be immortal.
I don't think I'd go for it, man.
Wouldn't you?
I'm not quite sure. No, because I would become too powerful and dominate the planet. If I could say it like you didn't put.
You think so?
Yeah, man. If you didn't put an expiration date on me, so let me tell you this, man. You want to know how I know how God has a sense of humor? You want to know? This is a true story, right? Sure. No disrespect to my Lord. When we are at our most physically primed, I've seen, you wouldn't believe, this guy used to be in shape, fam. I've seen this guy running a mile and a half in like 8 minutes with another cat smoking a Newport. That's a menthol, right? And I was like, these guys don't care, man.
Dude, I'm still in shape. It's just a different shape.
But you were like in like drop them in the middle of jungles type of shape, right? Back in the day. When we're in that level of shape, we are chemically stupid, man. We are the dumbest. Give me my mind now when I'm 24, and it is over.
Yeah, dude,
It is over, right? It is
absolutely.
over. So
But see, I think that might be a reality sooner than you think.
if
There's people working on that, dude. Like
I was
rewinding the clock actively.
eternal, and my capacity did not diminish to absorb knowledge the way that I absorb it. I don't know, if I'd wake up one morning and be like, yeah, you know what, the world would be better if there were no gingers around here. So when I would go, I would.
Is that the conclusion you
That's the
think you'd
conclusion
come
I come
to?
up with, man. Like gingers are the problem, man. That's the problem, right?
Yeah,
And
no,
so,
that's totally it. I have a soft spot for ginger, so I would have to be on the other side of that argument for me. So,
so you want to hear
uh,
something funny, man? There's
sure.
there's the dominant hair color in my family. When I grew up, man, all my girl cousins would beat the crap out of us. They all had red hair, right? My aunts have red
Really?
hair. My aunt Glenda has red hair. My mom's a blonde. That's why I don't date blondes. So it's like, that's how it is, man. Back and forth, right?
I forgot about that rule.
Yeah, man. So that's the thing, man. And then, yeah. So that's the thing. I would wake up like 140, be like, yeah, gingers are the problem. You know what I'm saying? And then I would be like, I would start Dr. Evilin a way to get the gingers out, man. So that's what I.
All right. Well, see, and here's what's fascinating about that, right? Like, so because I wrote about this, right? I think at some point, I honestly, the core of my being is self-determination, right? So you should have your choice, right? If you don't want to live forever and you don't want to take, and I'm telling you, it's coming. It's only, I'm gonna say it's a decade away at minimum. I'm gonna say I could be wrong about that too. I'm being conservative just for funsies. A decade away, right? There's a I don't know, pill you can take. People are injecting themselves to get, thinner.
Yeah.
Dude, they're not going to shy away from a pill that's going to make them younger.
Right.
They're not. It's going to sell like hotcakes.
And
your insurance company will pay for it.
Yeah. Well, you're less hazardous on that. But you know what? I just realized too, gingers aren't the problem, man. It's Jersey.
It's Jersey.
It's New Jersey,
oh God,
man.
I saw you talking to.
Yeah. So you're talking. I was working out some details with that cat. I actually like that.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.